In Turkey, thousands of people gathered outside Istanbul's City Hall for a second night in a row to protest the arrest of the city's mayor, a key rival to President Erdoğan. Mayor Ekrem İmamoğlu was arrested Wednesday on charges of corruption and alleged terror links. But critics say the arrest is part of a wider crackdown on opposition leaders. Safak Timur joins us now from Istanbul. She's a reporter for the New York Times who covers Turkey. Good morning. Thanks for joining us. Help us understand what this arrest symbolizes for protesters and really how it impacts the overall social mood there.
Hi, Errol. Thanks for inviting me. Well, actually, the mood in Istanbul, and I think I can fairly say in Turkey, is a bit tense these days because, as we see in your story, there are massive protests. Although also we are seeing that it may get bigger, that we are seeing some calls over social media from other cities around the country, while the governors of main provinces, one by one today, are prohibiting rallies inside the cities. So which is making this mood here a bit tense, to be honest.
And I believe that the mayor's college diploma was revoked, decertified, which is a key component of being able to run for president in the country. How is that being received, and what does that really mean?
Yeah, exactly. By Turkish constitution, a presidential nominee should be a university graduate. And a day before İmamoğlu's arrest, his diploma was revoked by his university, which is basically ripping him off one of the basic conditions to become a presidential nominee. So actually, because of the trust in the judiciary in Turkey has been eroding since the last years, people are not that much paying attention to the charges, whether those charges are true or not factually, whether he's really corrupt or he has terror links or whatever. It is widely perceived as a politically motivated move against İmamoğlu to basically leave him out of that presidential race, which is not happening now, by the way. It's just like years ahead.
So what does this portend for the future of democracy there with what's happening to Mayor İmamoğlu? You've got 20 million people from around the world who visit Istanbul and other parts of Turkey. So what does it change about what's to come?
To say one thing first, Istanbul is such a significant city for Turkey. So maybe we should remind to our audience here that Erdoğan himself, Turkish president himself, was Istanbul's mayor years ago at the beginning of his political career. So it is perceived as a stepping stone in Turkish politics. If you are a mayor to Istanbul, then this means very important for your political future. So that's why I can safely say İmamoğlu is more important than only for Istanbul, for Turkey itself, because, you know, he's young, he's the top competitor against Erdoğan in the upcoming elections, and his party was just getting ready days after today to just declare him as their official candidate for the elections. So many people here feels like this is a very significant threshold for Turkish democracy, because I think this is just happening for the first time in Turkey, like a political competitor is just put in jail. I mean, okay, still he's at the prosecutor's office. We will see whether he's going to send to pretrial detention or he's going to be released. But the pro-government TVs are already speaking that he's going to be sent to pretrial detention, and a trustee is going to be appointed to Istanbul municipality. And this means he will no longer be free to run in a possible election.
It's a remarkable turn of events, and I really appreciate you joining us to help us understand what it means. We will, of course, continue to watch this closely. Safak Timur, thanks for joining us from Istanbul.
Thanks very much.